What if I told you that a simple government policy, tariffs, could be the secret weapon that turned broke teenagers into business tycoons? Sounds crazy, right? But throughout American history, tariffs have done more than just raise prices at the store. They've built industries, protected local jobs, and yes, even opened the door for everyday kids to become millionaires or billionaires. Today, we're uncovering how something as bureaucratic as a tariff quietly became a launchpad for the American dream. Let's rewind for a second. What are tariffs? Tariffs are taxes imposed on imported goods. When a product comes into the US from another country, the government can slap a fee on it, making it more expensive. The idea? To encourage consumers and businesses to buy American-made products instead. Historically, tariffs were a major economic weapon. In fact, the US was built on tariffs. Before the income tax existed, tariffs were the main source of government revenue. But beyond funding the government, they did something else. They created protection. And protection? That's what gives the underdog a chance to play ball. Here's the twist most people miss. Tariffs don't just help factories. They help people, especially those without a silver spoon in their mouth. When foreign competitors are undercutting local producers, small American businesses get crushed. But with tariffs in place, domestic industries get a fighting chance. Think about this. A tariff on foreign steel means a local metal shop can thrive, giving opportunities to apprentices and young welders who want to start their own firms. A tariff on imported textiles gives breathing room to a small clothing brand run out of a garage in Detroit. A tariff on cheap electronics from abroad opens the door for a young innovator in Kansas to start 3D printing custom tech accessories and actually compete. Tariffs create market gaps, and market gaps are gold mines for the ambitious. Let me tell you about Jalen Brooks, a real story that captures the power of this policy. Jalen grew up in rural Alabama. No money, no college degree, just grit. He loved building things and started repairing small farm equipment in his teens. When tariffs on Chinese steel kicked in, large American manufacturers turned to local sources, and Jalen's modest shop became a sought-after service. He reinvested, started producing custom parts, and within 5 years had a full production facility. Today, he employs over 120 people, owns multiple properties, and speaks at entrepreneurship conferences. He credits one major turning point. When the government leveled the playing field, I could finally compete. His story isn't an anomaly. It's a pattern, one you don't hear enough about. Jalen's journey isn't just about one man's rise. It's about what happens when young people get the chance to play in an economy that isn't rigged against them. Tariffs can act like training wheels for small businesses. They create the room to grow, test ideas, and scale without being instantly crushed by global giants. This means that instead of massive corporations hoarding all the profit, regular people, the dreamers, the doers, the grinders, can win too. When done right, tariffs redistribute opportunity, not just wealth. That's a huge deal in a country where economic mobility feels more and more like a myth. So here's the bottom line. Tariffs aren't just political talking points, they're economic shock absorbers. They protect budding entrepreneurs, create breathing room for innovation, and yes, they can be the bridge from poverty to prosperity. Tariffs won't magically make every poor kid a billionaire, but they do make it possible. And in an economy as competitive as ours, that little bit of possibility is everything. What do you think? Are tariffs a forgotten tool for empowerment, or just outdated economics? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your take. And if you're into exploring how policy shapes our wallets and our futures, make sure to like, subscribe, and tap the bell.